Hi there, I'm Victoria Nguyen, and joining me here today is Open Gym producer Jeff Landicho. Thanks for joining me, Jeff. So Jeff, please tell me about your role in producing Open Gym.
We decided, I think, for the Raptors and the brand, that producing a all-access series for the team would be beneficial to all parties involved, NBA TV Canada, obviously for the content, and the team, just to help promote the team and give the fans a nice perspective, a different perspective on the team and the everyday life that the NBA team, NBA players go through. So we made the pitch, and before we actually made the pitch, Brian Colangelo, the GM at the time, actually suggested to us, asked if we were able to produce a show for them, and we were all like, yeah, because we were all ready to pitch the idea to them, and he came to us first. I personally had been working and doing features and stories on the players for the last 7 or 8 years, so the trust with the team had already been kind of established and built. So we just wanted to take it to the next level, and then we came up with this show called Open Gym.
And how involved are you in each episode of Open Gym?
I'm the producer for the show, and mainly it's me and Jeff Rocky who work on the show. He captures everything. I come up with the concepts of the stories. I pitch the stories to the Raptors at the beginning of every month, and they're pretty good with everything that we'd like to focus on. From interviewing the players to directing the camera to being at practice, being with the players on shoots, and also editing from the first concept, from the beginning stages all the way up until the final cut, and the end. I'm pretty much have my hands all over the show.
Did you grow up watching the NBA?
They had a ball in my hands when I popped out of my mom. So ref, coach, play, produce a basketball show. So basketball is pretty much my life, and that's not a exaggeration or anything like that. It consumes me, and everything is basketball for me.
Do you still consider yourself a fan of the NBA today?
Oh yeah, I've been able to draw the line. Sometimes you go to All-Star weekends, and you're around the players, and and with your job you have your focus, and you produce these shows, and you produce these stories. But I've never lost the fan in me. Obviously the Raptors, I'm always going to be a fan of the Raptors. I'm always going to hope that they do well.
Now that you work with NBA players, how do you see them differently?
That's a good question. It's you see them as brands now. It definitely is different from seeing them at home in front of the TV and stuff like that. But you still marvel at the athleticism and the talents that these guys have on the court.
So who's your favorite player to work with?
Hands down. Can you guess?
DeMar?
He's up there.
Amir?
Amir's up there too. Those two are my guys too. But JV.
I love JV.
He is so just warm, and he's just a super nice guy. We first met him in Lithuania. We did the special on him when we were sent down for a few days, and since then we were there when he first got to Toronto. We picked him up from the airport, and he totally remembered us, and we kind of actually gave him a sense of comfort when he saw us. This year and a half that he's been here, like the growth that I've seen, not only as a player and physically, but just as a person and maturity-wise, and in his communication skills, everything is just growing with him, and it's just bursting out. He is super nice. He always asks how you're doing, and he's just always got a positive vibe about him.
Thanks so much for joining me today, Jeff.